A little more than 10 years has gone by since a teenage tagger was found murdered near some very busy railroad tracks in Montebello. On LA's Most Wanted tonight, Tony Valdez has a story of a killer who was probably tired of living on the run.
This is a Burlington Northern Santa Fe super train, well over a mile long. It's revving up on the railway's main line where it runs through Montebello, east of downtown Los Angeles. It's the perfect place to see the difference between tagging and graffiti. And as the years suggest, it's maybe the perfect place for a murder. On the other side of these tracks is where 17-year-old Christopher Medrano was killed sometime during the early morning hours of Thursday, December 6th, 2001. Medrano was a rising star in the world of tagging, leaving his mark primarily on moving objects like railroad cars. Tagging is obviously a bigger challenge, but it's just as illegal as the graffiti that's simply spray-painted on many of the walls in this industrial area. The night he was murdered, Christopher Medrano caught a bus on Beverly Boulevard at Sadler Avenue on the East LA side of the Montebello city limits. It was around midnight and he was on his way home alone after attending a party on Eastmont Avenue. The next several hours are a big part of the Medrano mystery because there's no explanation for how he ended up 4 miles away near the railroad tracks and still alive until someone shot him execution style. In the back of the head?
In the back of the head. Which leads us to think, it goes back to our theory that it was perhaps someone that he knew, someone that he was close with, someone that gained his confidence, that he didn't see it coming.
From Skyfox, we can see where Christopher was murdered a few yards to the right of that curved railroad track next to the warehouse. That night, boxcars with fresh tagging that had been done by 2 crews Christopher knew were on that track.
The victim belonged to a tagging crew and changed. The investigation didn't reveal that it was a change because they were mad at him or fighting with him. He just had a new set of friends and changed. One of the theories that surfaced through some of the witnesses that the detectives talked to was that either the group that he left or the group that he joined wasn't happy that he still talked to the other.
If you know who murdered Christopher Medrano so long ago, the easiest way to clear your heart and your conscience is with a phone call tonight to Crime Stoppers at 1-800-222-TIPS. You can share all the information you have anonymously, and Montebello investigators will take it from there.
If you or anybody knows what happened on the night of this tragedy, please speak out and say something, or if it's you yourself and you have some type of guilt, please release that guilt. Turn yourself in. My brother deserves justice, and so does my family. Those of us left behind, we suffer dearly every day of our lives.
So please open up your heart, and please, I want to see justice, because other mothers out there are mourning for their loved ones also.
The person that did this, or persons that did this, they may have a whole other version. They may have been victims themselves. We don't know, and we'll never know. And eventually, we'll catch you. Someone will talk to us about this crime, and if you want to give us your version of the events, this is your time. When we catch you, it may be too late.
Crime Stoppers are standing by, waiting to help right now at 1-800-222-TIPS. On the trail.